Have you ever wondered if the energy in your home could be the reason your financial life feels stuck? We all assume that hard work is the only key to wealth. But what if there's a silent, powerful influence right under our noses? In Buddhism, our homes are more than just shelter. They're reflections of our inner world. And, believe it or not, the objects we surround ourselves with can either invite prosperity or silently block it. What if you could turn your space into a sanctuary that attracts wealth and wards off scarcity, simply by aligning with certain timeless symbols? Today, I'll take you through 10 essential items in Buddhist philosophy that can transform your living space into a magnet for abundance, harmony, and opportunity. Let's dive into these insights, and I'll show you how small, mindful changes can make a big difference. In Buddhist teachings, the home is much more than a place to relax. It's a personal temple, a space that mirrors our minds and emotions. Every object, every corner, has its own energy, and each choice we make in decorating becomes a silent invitation to certain energies. Just as our thoughts shape our experiences, the objects we choose to surround ourselves with shape the energy that flows in our lives. Think of it this way: our homes are like a garden, and the items we place inside it are seeds. When we plant symbols of abundance and harmony, we're nurturing these qualities within ourselves and inviting them to bloom in our lives. Imagine walking into a space where everything feels balanced and peaceful, where the air itself feels lighter, and where you can breathe freely, knowing that everything is in harmony. This is the power of seeing your home as a reflection of your inner life and aligning it with symbols of prosperity and protection. Creating a sacred, harmonious space is more than an aesthetic choice. It's an intentional act that brings clarity, focus, and yes, even financial stability. Let's delve into the 10 items that can elevate your home's energy to support a life of wealth and abundance. Each item is like a little guardian of prosperity, silently working to keep scarcity at bay. First, let's talk about the Wealth Buddha, known as the Happy Buddha or Abundance Buddha. This joyful figure is one of the most powerful symbols in Buddhist culture for attracting prosperity. His radiant smile and contented expression remind us that true wealth begins in the mind, with gratitude and joy for what we already have. Placing a Wealth Buddha in your entryway, living room, or workspace can create a warm, welcoming vibe that invites abundance. Imagine him greeting you each day, his presence reinforcing a mindset of abundance and attracting good fortune. Every time you see him, let his smile remind you to stay open-hearted and optimistic. Another potent symbol is Chinese fortune coins. These round coins with a square hole in the center represent the union of heaven and earth, harmonizing the spiritual and material worlds. Tied together with a red cord for protection, these coins are powerful amulets for attracting financial flow. By placing them at the entrance of your home, in your wallet, or even on your work desk, you create an ongoing connection to wealth. These coins are more than decorative. They're reminders that abundance is a natural state, one that you're worthy of receiving. Next, we have the money box or safe. This might seem like a simple item, but in Buddhism, it carries deep meaning. A money box is a symbol of respect for financial resources and represents the intention to protect and grow wealth. Each time you add even a single coin or note to your box, you're setting an intention for financial growth and stability. This practice isn't about accumulating money. It's about cultivating a disciplined, abundant mindset Place this box in a secure and comfortable spot, like your bedroom or office, as a way to honor the resources you have and invite more into your life. Moving on, let's consider gold or yellow candles. In Buddhist tradition, gold and yellow are colors of prosperity, energy, and clarity. Lighting a candle of these colors goes beyond creating a cozy atmosphere. It's an act of intention. When you light a gold or yellow candle, visualize your goals and desires, allowing the flame to carry your intentions for prosperity into the universe. Place this candle in a central area like the living room or workspace, and whenever you light it, feel it illuminate your path toward abundance. This small ritual not only enhances your focus, but also creates a welcoming, positive space. A beautiful addition to any home is a golden artificial fruit bowl. In Eastern cultures, fruits like apples, grapes, and peaches symbolize abundance, health, and longevity. When these fruits are depicted in gold, they become symbols of wealth and prosperity. Placing a bowl of these golden fruits in a high-traffic area, like your dining room, reinforces a feeling of plenty and harmony. The presence of these fruits is like a silent assurance that there will always be enough, encouraging a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. Another meaningful symbol is the golden elephant. In Buddhist culture and many Asian traditions, the elephant is revered for its strength, loyalty, and wisdom. A golden elephant represents prosperity and protection, adding a layer of stability to your space. Placing a golden elephant at the entrance of your home or in your workspace creates a grounding, supportive energy. Imagine it as a steadfast guardian, protecting your home from negative influences and promoting a prosperous, balanced life. The tree painting is another powerful symbol that brings in the energy of growth, resilience, and grounding. In Buddhist symbolism, trees represent wisdom and enduring strength, growing steadily and adapting through all seasons. A tree painting in your living room or office is a visual reminder that your financial journey, like the tree, can grow strong and resilient over time. With its roots firmly in the earth and branches reaching toward the sky, a tree embodies the balance needed for lasting success. For a simple yet effective prosperity practice, consider a ceramic pot with coins. This pot can be placed near your home's entrance or on a shelf in your office. By adding coins to this pot, you create a symbolic gesture of saving and valuing your resources. Each coin you drop in reinforces a mindset of gratitude and respect for money. Over time, this pot becomes a small but powerful anchor, constantly reminding you that financial stability comes from mindfulness and small, consistent efforts. Next, we have glass jars with grains or seeds. In Buddhism, food is seen as nourishment for both body and soul. Filling glass jars with grains or seeds like rice, beans, or lentils, and placing them in the kitchen creates a sense of provision and abundance. This small, humble decoration symbolizes that your resources will always be replenished and that prosperity comes from small, mindful actions each day. These jars remind you that abundance isn't just a one-time achievement. It's a practice built over time. Lastly, let's not forget the importance of an organized, clutter-free space. You don't need a specific object here, just a little intention to keep your environment light and free from excess. In Buddhism, clutter represents stagnant energy, blocking the flow of prosperity. By regularly cleaning and organizing your space, you create an atmosphere where positive energy flows freely, attracting new opportunities and fresh beginnings. Open your windows, let natural light fill the room, and take a moment to appreciate the peacefulness that a clean, orderly space brings. Now that we've covered the objects themselves, let's look at how they can truly transform your space. The goal here isn't just decoration, it's creating a living, breathing environment that reflects abundance and harmony. Each item in your home acts like a mini anchor, constantly bringing you back to the mindset of prosperity. Visualize your home as a sanctuary where each object you see affirms your goals, strengthens your intentions, and grounds you in gratitude. This practice is all about subtle yet powerful changes. With each object you place, with each small ritual you perform, you're reinforcing your commitment to a life of wealth, joy, and balance. Remember, it's not about accumulating wealth for the sake of having it. It's about creating a life where you feel at peace, provided for, and secure in your journey. These symbols work together to transform your mindset, helping you break free from patterns of scarcity and embrace a mindset of growth. As you embark on this journey of decorating with intention, take a moment to reflect on what prosperity truly means to you. What is one small change you feel inspired to make today? Share it in the comments below and take a moment to affirm, I attract abundance and positive energy every day. Remember, this journey isn't about sudden transformations, but small, meaningful adjustments that gradually reshape your life. And if you'd like to dive deeper into Buddhist practices that support a life of wealth, balance, and joy, be sure to check out our next video, The Secret Buddhist Morning Habits for Prosperity and Peace. Together, let's continue building a community rooted in growth and positivity. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights on creating harmony and abundance in your life. Each video is a step forward on your path to a brighter, more prosperous future.